welcome to a new episode. We are on the bike. It is Monday, the 9th of February, and the next prep starts. Testing is done. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. It's pretty interesting to see what I did for testing, because this testing was for this next prep that starts today, to see where my stats are regarding ski erg, regarding row, regarding basically the Hyrox movements. Not all of them, but most of them, because one testing was the 5k ski erg test, one testing was the 5k row test. Then we did a benchmark workout of run and burpees. We did a benchmark workout out of run, slat push and lunges, and the results from that will be used in this prep to see, or to kind of give the timings for my workouts. For example, I do a ski erg and a row session, and I have to do intervals in the 5k pace, something like that. Pretty simple, but that was the last week. This week is packed with training. And what are we training for? Next prep. Well, I'm jumping from prep to prep. Yeah, I know. Is it too much? I don't think so, because since I'm working with my coach Nico, so much has changed regarding my physique, my abilities, and all of this training isn't too much for my body anymore. I perfectly adapted, and now I think this prep is so different to all of the others I did before, because I have a shit ton of running in it. It is so important for Hyrox, but I simply wasn't able to run that much because of my issues from the last year. My shins, my hips, all of that shit that you get when you're not used to running, and all of a sudden you run way too much. But here we are, perfectly programmed, and I can't wait to show you my sessions. Obviously I won't give you every day now, because that's too much, and I want to keep it interesting. But what are we training for? We are training for Hyrox Single Pro in Cologne. I did my first Hyrox race in Cologne. It was an open doubles, obviously, as it's my hometown, and it was like the perfect timing back then. I did the PFT, got crushed, got last, was so shit, and I tell this story every time. Then the coach came to me, the head coach from this gym, and he said, "Okay, now are you ready to do the Hyrox race in 2 months in Cologne?" And I was like, "Fuck, let's do it." Even though my lungs were burning, and I wasn't ready at all, but I did it. And you know what? That was probably the best decision, one of the best decisions I ever took. And here we are, almost, oh fucking hell, I can't imagine to say this, almost 2 years later. And this is real progression, guys. This is not that shitty Instagram, shitty social media. I'm running my first marathon in sub 3 hour, doing my first Hyrox in a sub 60. No, I'm just a guy who comes from the bodybuilding part, but not even that good, and who hadn't have any real connection to running, to that sport. And now I love it. I really love it. It's not only showing off, I really enjoy it, especially the running part, to be honest. I can't wait to run it again. And that biking is really nice too. So let's see where this leads us to in the future. But yeah, even though to keep up a bit now, even though I won't talk about my whole training program for the week. I will tell you what I do today. So we've got a long bike session, and that long bike session is 30 minutes on the bike, pretty easy. Then we're doing 5 minutes, like mildly easy, in the midterm. Then we're doing again 5 minutes, a bit harder, and then we're going back, doing the same with 30 minutes easy, 5 mid, 5 hard, then 10 minutes cool down, very, very easy. That is the bike session. After that we're doing core, but I talk about that when it's time to get on the mat and to do the core. But yeah, that's it, and I'm riding in New York. I'm gonna show you in a few. So let's get it done. Bike session done, and we're doing something very different because this guitar needs a makeover or a deep clean, definitely. It's quite old, and I brought it home from my dad, and this means quite a lot actually, but let's make it fresh. I'll place it somewhere here. Just a small town girl. First part is done. The guitar is as clean as I can make it, to be honest. It's not perfect, it's a bit rusty here and there, but I think it looks good and it's clean enough for me. So now it's time to get the strings on. Before I forget it, I finished the guitar. It's clean, the new strings are on, but unfortunately I knew that it needs to be adjusted more than just cleaned, because it hasn't been used for such a long time, and I think it was never really perfectly adjusted. The strings are way too far from the fretboard. Don't want to go too much into detail, but the issue is that the screw, or I don't know what it's called, but it's too old, it's too moldy. I don't know what it is, and maybe I don't have the right tools for that. Probably I will need to go to a guitar music store and get it fixed. I thought I could do it myself, but I don't have the right tools for that, I think. But this guitar, just to give you a short story to that, and enjoy my coffee while doing that. This guitar means a lot to me. Why? When I was 7 years old, we had this guitar at home. Well, when I was 7, I mostly played, obviously just for fun, on a concert acoustic guitar. I think it was a little one for children, I'm not sure. But my dad got this Fender Telecaster, and I took the guitar and I plugged it into a Marshall amp, that also from him, and I remember putting on some tunes, some music I liked, probably Bon Jovi, because this was my fucking hero at the time, and I just played along. It doesn't make any sense. I just played and tried to do what they did in the songs. What a great memory. I've got one specific memory in my head where I stand there, the guitar is way too big for me, and I just played, and I made my way through it and tried to play along the songs. And when I was 8, I got my first electric guitar, and that was an Ibanez, like beginner set with a small amp. It was such a dream. I was so happy. It was so good. But this guitar, I never really picked it up again because I got the Ibanez. Then I've got a few different guitars over the years, and this guitar never really felt good playing because of the adjustment. And I think a few weeks ago I laid down in bed in the middle of the night, and suddenly I remembered my dad got a Fender Telecaster at home. Why? Like, it's only in their basement and no one plays it. It just gets old there and it's not good for the guitar. So I decided to bring the guitar to my home here and clean it up and use it. But it's always easier in your head, right? No, that's not correct. Not in all phases of lives, not in all kind of things. But the general idea behind that, I'm gonna get it fixed, I'm just having it 1 to 2 hours and it's ready to play. It's not that easy, so probably I have to spend a few bucks and get it done at the music store, but that's fine too. This guitar is crazy. It didn't mean anything to me over the years, but as I remembered how I started, I just felt like, well, this guitar is so much more, and I should pick it up again and get it ready to use it, and this is what I want to do now. But I'm sitting here in my setting with my latest guitar, my Epiphone Sheraton 2, and I'm playing a bit, recording some stuff, having my cappuccino, and that's pretty much the evening now. Don't have that much time before the real evening starts, the calm one, but yeah, I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. That was the first day of prep. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is my rest day. Why I'm talking like that? It's pretty fucking hot in here. And rest day, I only did mobility, the usual mobility routine, as I showed in a lot of videos. But if you want to know it exactly, let me know down in the comments. I could do a separate video just for that. No, doing the 2 to 3 rounds in the sauna. Usually I do this on Sundays, but Sundays are now long run day. So it shifted, it's not longer my rest day is on Wednesday. And the only things I do on Wednesdays is mobility, optional bike session, but not too much, calm, easy, and sauna. And here we are, and it's really getting hot, it's almost 100 degrees. And I think I should, leave the phone outside or somewhere, because this will get too hot. With that being said, it is Sunday, already the end of the week, and I didn't film that much during the week. Sorry for this. I guess it will be a very short video, but this first week of prep was more like getting back into it and getting a feel for the new workouts, the structure, so I can perfectly show everything in the next weeks. And now I'm on my long run, which is 14 kilometers, and I'm in the woods, in the nowhere, and I'm taking some roads I have no idea where they are leading to, and it's so muddy. That's fucked up. But the issue is that, and many horses have been here. You can tell by the shit. The issue is that the water is so high that my usual roads that I'm running on are fully flooded. So I needed to improvise a bit, and what I'm doing right now is pretty fucked up because I just wanted to go for an easy to mid run, RP of 5 to 6, and probably I'll be turning around very soon. I'm at 6.3 kilometers, so almost half of it, and I guess as I'm going nowhere, this is now time to readjust and hit the road back. Oh well, there's a road, which is not muddy, which is concrete. Let's see where this brings us. Adventurous today. I'm going to do a few kilometers, and in a few seconds I'll update you where I'm at, if I find my car or the spot where I started. Look where I am. I finally found a way back. So this is basically where I started. Bit more far off, but I found a pretty good way back. Almost the exact same as the other way around, actually. So here we are. And let me tell you one thing. Even though the run itself, from a fitness point of view, was very good, I think I had a 5:39 pace, and that was very easy. So, not an intense run, but overall, it's fucking annoying. I simply don't enjoy running here in the city, and besides that, it's pretty windy. I don't know if you can properly hear me, but it is so windy. The first kilometers, my face was literally frozen, and it was so hard to run, not from my legs or from fucking windy from the fitness point of view, but the wind was so hard, so intense, and so cold at the same time. That was, there we are again. Not enjoyable, pretty hard to push. So there we are, back at the car. It's so fucking cold. Fuck. Run is finished. I would say it as the first episode of this Hyrox Single Pro Cologne prep. Even though we've got the testing in the video before, but I think I didn't talk about my race then, which is the testing, and here we are. This is the start of the Hyrox Single Pro Cologne prep in about 9 weeks, 2 months, I don't know. Not sure yet, but I'm excited, and yeah, that was the run, that was the start, and I'm in a good mood for the next training sessions. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. I wish you a wonderful week, day, whatever time it is, whatever day it is. Please like and subscribe, and I see you in the next video. Let's get it done.